Hello and welcome back to another casting game on the Age of Bison YouTube channel. I'm your host, SerSharkDad. It is good to be back in the casting chair. I'm joined here by my good friend McCleves, doing my co-casting. And we have an excellent 2v2 here for you. I believe this is the quarterfinals here on our 2v2 tournament on the Age of Sunbros Discord. So, we are on the map Punjab. And on the right side of the map, we have Danny and Lewis. Danny going with Ethiopia, Lewis playing Germany, and they are going to be representing team Los Mofocos. Very funny. And then we have Kariag and Madonna, who have been main staples, I guess, in the server. And so Madonna's playing Russia, one of his mains, and then Kariag going with Spain, a new main of his. And they're going to be representing team Celebrities. So go ahead and tell us all about this map and give us your thoughts on how this is all going to plan out.
Yeah, so this map has the river on the north with the cows on it, and it seems like Ethiopia has already been working on those yaks and trying to get them in. I wonder what the split is right now with the water buffaloes, but I think yeah, on cattle maps you should never ever let your African opponents get the cattle, because it's such huge value for them. On the other side, we've got Russia and Spain. So Spain is really a timing civ, while Russia is more of a grind civ. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to be able to kind of both work on a timing. You know, Russia can mass so many troops and maybe do a timing attack or push with Spain and kind of push one of these opponents over, because you definitely don't want to give Ethiopia time to do H4 or Germany time to really get their H3 spikes. Taking a look at either or side here, we saw Danny claiming a lot of that treasure up in the north, but Madonna was able to see it scouting around with his rickshaw that you get on this map. And taking a look, it looked like, let's take a look at the decks really quick actually. So Trinity being sent in, 2 villagers in Abun. Pretty standard for team. Nothing crazy standing out to me. What do you think?
Let me check. Yeah, I think this is an FF deck, really.
Yeah, I would say so. Plenty of, as you would see in a teams game, right? You would see a lot more economic upgrades. So if you're wondering what is going on here, why I see so many economic upgrades, 8 semi-fattened cattle, 1 livestock market, that's going to be kind of different. Probably more sustained in terms of the economy. Let's take a look at his ally here, Lewis, who's already aging up, going to Quartermaster, 400 wood, rum distillery.
Oh, loyal militia, or town militia in a team deck.
It's, yeah, it is.
Even the 2 settler wagons are like.
This also looks,
yeah, very economic deck.
Yeah, extremely. So any sort of H3, H4, probably going to take his time. Really lean into the economic advantages of Germany there. Let's go ahead and take a look. Danny's going up with Habesha. Kariag, Governor. Okay.
Governor. That's pretty standard for Spain, actually. And also looks like he's going to H3 pretty quick.
Look at that. Plenty of heavy.
Yeah, really a lot of. Oh, he's got the team artillery shipments. I like that. That's very nice. Good value on that, really.
Looks like an H4 kind of play. If I would hazard to guess, I think Trastamara, and then you have Marvelous here. He could probably do a lot of H4 damage. Plenty of H3 options as well. Looking over at Madonna, let's get a look. Quartermaster as well.
It's more of an H2 deck.
Definitely so. Maybe he keeps him occupied while Carrie is going to do his thing.
The Falcons. And you know, with the team Falcons doesn't really check whether your ally is H3. You know, he can just send it even though it's H2. So they get like 4 Falcons in 7 minutes, while Russia just keeps up the mass. So I think that's a pretty good plan.
I agree.
Sending Spice Raid already, that's an interesting opening. Yeah.
It is, and then we have 10 Strelets being trained up, outposts going down from the Governor Age up, along with a stable, and we saw with Carrie, let's take a look really quick, we saw, 5 sellers coming in, and we saw plenty of those H3 Cav. So stable doesn't, stable, a nice hand cap to complement the Strela. I
Yeah,
think
but
is good.
he didn't send 700 coins, so maybe he's not aging right away.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're gonna do 5 stellar, 700 wood. I think it's gonna be kind of maybe a semi kind of play, kind of spook. But you have to play aggressive in team games, has been my experience, or else your opponent will really just take advantage of you and push you over. Taking a look over at the other side, Danny still has not. Oh, sorry. Wow.
538. Yeah,
that was a quick
Spain timing. Although he doesn't have the quick. Well, Spain doesn't either. So I suppose it's a Spain time.
So 3 Abun. Okay, so he's just going to go right for H3 here. He has 18 Vils. Pretty nice. And then looking over at Louis. Little Ulan action. Immediately getting on those Strelets. We seem to have missed that a little bit, but yeah, 7 Ulan already, but the Hussar should clean this up with the outpost. Good kiting on Madonna's part, and that's going to be a cleanup. Good job on Carrie's part to really anticipate that, really thinking, the Hussar are going to pound for pound beat out those Ulan, so not a bad call.
Escapes with only 1.
700 wood, though. I'm surprised. Wouldn't you expect Germany to really want to go for an FF, or is that not the case in a team game? Or maybe perhaps this is some sort of strategy on their part?
Yeah, maybe it's some sort of strategy. I think since Ethiopia is aging, they chose to let Germany play H2 for a while to kind of buy time with the Ulans. Didn't quite work out.
1 Vil going down. Do they get that other? Oh, good pop on the Ulan. And then look, we got some Shotel going in here. Shotel should not be able to beat Hussar, right? I would.
But they aren't. They beat most infantry, but they do not beat Hussars.
Okay, just wondering. If they're more
a
like
Lancer,
Ulan.
but no, it's more like a Lancer.
Oh, okay. Looks like Lewis is content to kind of amass more Ulan. Looks like 2 Settler Lag and 2 Ulan coming in. 19 Vils there after the loss of, I think, 1 or 2. I think it was 1. Dealing with those pop issues. Great job putting down the houses. That 700 wood's coming in pretty nicely. Looking over at Danny, that H3 did come in, and it looks like he is going to be producing Shotel. So it looks like you have 2 Cav units, basically, going on the field.
He's shipping skirms down, and he's also got those dervishes behind, so he will have anti.
Ooh, Settler Wagon.
No. That hurts.
Yeah, this is a lot of Ulan here, though, and these Hussar are probably going to get body blocked out. Kyriag is trying to micro that out, kind of sacrificing 1, 2. Wow. And it looks like now they're on the back foot. I'm wondering how they're going to respond, because now even more Hussar coming out. Carry is floating plenty of res here. 1,000 coin. It looks like he's trying to get the age up off, but he kept making more Hussar. Madonna does not have any plans for age 3 just yet. Cords of 700 wood coming in.
And he's got a bit of a problem because his Strelets are kind of useless right now.
Absolutely. Into 2 Cav type units, they're not going to really do much of anything into this. And it looks like they probably don't want to give any sort of advantage. And I would imagine, too, is that, yeah, Dervishes are going to do pretty well into that. And Neftenia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because really the downside of Dervishes is their range. And against Russia, that's not really a big deal. So. Also, this mountain monastery, I want to point out the huge line of sight that it gives. It's incredible.
Yeah, taking a look at that.
Like this.
All the way to this edge right here. Yeah, absolutely. Cossacks were even trying to get a little raid in, being a little cheeky, and seeing that mountain monastery and not going to get anything out of it. And it still provides that coin income, even though it's going to be a little bit slower just because nobody's on it. Hand infantry combat. Shotel Warriors going to be upgraded there. Carry now going for that H3 like we expected, and the Scout, so that's going to give even more Hussar. This is a pretty sizable mass here. We got Musk, Strelet, Cossack.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh. I would like to see some dragoons from Carry pages, but cool, they might get caught here.
Ooh, some Vils going down there as they're on the coin mine. Big fight breaking out here. Hussar trying to get in on top of these Ulans. Not doing so well. Strelet and Musketeer firing into the breach. Shotel's looking like they're getting on top of the Strelets here, getting around that coin mine, but he is using this coin mine to his advantage.
And there's so much light infantry behind it. This is a good fight for Danny and
A bit of a struggle here. Most of the Musketeers are down, so those Strelets are going to lose those protection, and now the Ulan are now popping out on top. Musketeers popping out of the blockhouses, and these blockhouses in this outpost are going to be firing away. I don't know if it's going to be enough idle fire to really clean this up, and it looks like they are on the back foot.
Yeah, and the Spanish Age of Hussars didn't spawn at the tower, so you had to bring them in from the TCG.
GG!
Calls GG. Wow, that was interesting.
Oh. I mean, I guess so. Look at, and just feeding into the gap here. Lewis is just even more rods now coming out, which, like you said, it's not exactly the Dragoon type unit that you were hoping for. I mean, GG's call, but I mean,
rods are good, but yeah, Russia is a bit very, you know, they're just behind now, because how is he going to keep up while he's lost a huge amount of investment on units?
Yeah, and the Neftenia are still just standing in the gap. Ulan are just kind of dancing around this, trying to, I don't know exactly how much they're going to accomplish, though. Carry even more Hussar. Shipping Hussar as well. It looks like Lewis went ahead and sent that a crossbow shipment there.
1 coin, 1,000 coin.
700 coin. Even more Ulan, and there's just so many Ulan to the point that these Hussar are just going to get absolutely wiped. And now a GG being called by Carey, who probably was not wanting to call it, and there it is. Wow.
There it is. Oh, good game. That was a quick one, but it was quite epic, really.
Yeah, it kind of shows you that, you know, the game is kind of sensitive in the sense that, like, if you're playing against opponents that know what they're doing, both of these teams are, you know, staffed with excellent players. The minute that one gets an advantage, they hold on to it, and they just go for it, and they are able to just completely take advantage, full advantage of that. It was kind of tentative at first there. We saw the cav raids going back and forth. It looked like Madonna was massing pretty well. But then Danny was able to get, you know, an array of shipments and plenty of Ulan coming out from Lewis, to the point that it looked like Carey wasn't really able to keep pace. And it seems like they just ended up being overwhelmed.
Yeah, and it's interesting that he made Strelets against Germany and Ethiopia. Like, I suppose Ethiopia can make javelin riders, but really Germany doesn't make much heavy infantry, and even Ethiopia is often takes into Strelets and Neftenia. So seeing the FF deck especially, so yeah, I think making Strelets, maybe he should have gone full Musketeers, really.
Yeah, I think I would agree. It just was, you know, and they didn't even really have an opportunity to make that compositional switch by the time he was already putting the Musketeers into the composition. There was so much. There was so much cav.
Timing,
yeah,
really.
yeah, exactly. Okay, well, fantastic game from both of these teams. We really appreciate it. Madonna, Carey, Danny, Lewis, fantastic players. It just shows you that, you know, the minute that anybody can gain an advantage, they really take advantage of it and exploit it to the fullest. So, thank you so much for watching this Cast a Game on the Age of Bison YouTube channel. Really appreciate it, guys. Subscriber list just keeps on growing. If you like our content and want to see more of it, support what we're doing here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, use the like, and share us with your friends. And we will see you in the next one.